I'm having some problems. And so I need some audience interaction right now because I'm having a couple little small problems. Actually, I think it's major problems, but I'm having some problems, right? And the first problem that I'm having is I was on Jabber. For those of you that are in corporate America, y'all know what Jabber is. Jabber is like the instant messaging tool that a lot of corporate entities use in order to communicate with each other, especially during these times in which people are now no longer really going into the office. Most people are still working from home. They're pushing back, they're fighting back, and I am too, right? I'm not really fighting back. I'm just not going. But I'm on Jabber today because I had an early 8:30 a.m. Stand up that I had to attend, and then I had a follow up 9 o'clock meeting, and we got some partners that are coming in from another country in order to visit, and they're gonna be working here for at least a week. And so for this month of June, my manager is asking for Anton from AntonDaniels.com. And we've had this dilemma before because we've talked about this. But my manager is asking Anton from AntonDaniels.com to come into the office. Oh, hurt my feelings. Hurt my feelings because I have a dilemma on my hands, ladies and gentlemen. Now, on one hand, you have to say, well, Anton, they pay you this crazy bag. You get total compensation package that's pretty good. A lot of y'all that are a part of the Patreon, you've seen the type of money that I make on my corporate position. Healthcare coverage, insurance, benefits, life insurance, bonuses, equity, all of that type of stuff. I mean, I can't complain. I can't complain. I haven't been into the office since I've really started working here, and I took a couple days, went into the office or whatever like that. And previously, the problem largely had been the fact that when I signed on to take this position, because a lot of y'all were here in the earlier days in which I was like, yo, they made me an offer I can't refuse. They also understand what my life is like outside of here, that I live stream, that I got the Millionaire Morning Show, that I'm a YouTuber or whatever, so on and so forth, right? And that's one of the reasons why I won't even take a promotion, because I have been offered a higher position, but it would cost for me to be a lot more visible. I would have to list them on my LinkedIn. And so, I don't need that type of smoke. I don't need that type of heat. I would have to ultimately make a decision of whether or not I really wanted to hit corporate America or whether or not I want to continue to lean into what it is that I'm doing from a content creation perspective, right? And as bag chasers, we don't really leave any bags on the table. So one of the things that I teach my people that I coach inside of the Patreon is that, you have to manage your time effectively, because it's not about whether or not I want to quit my job to go into being a full-time entrepreneur or whatever like that. You can do both as long as you can justify it on your calendar and it doesn't interact, or it doesn't displace what it is that you have going on from this bag. And then once you run into a crossroads, you have to make a decision based off of where your ceiling is in your upward mobility. But if I have the ability to really be able to continue to get these bags, why wouldn't I? Right? And so I've largely balanced the two because, again, we leave no bags on the table. Corporate America, business. Some of y'all looked at the life hack that I gave y'all in order to make an extra $500,000 a year inside of the Patreon. If you have not watched that video, you need to. A lot of y'all know the type of bags that I bust down from content creation. And so it's a dilemma. But me going into the office, Rita said I'm spoiled. I disagree. I say I care about my people. I care more about you guys than I care about corporate America. Let me say that again. I care more about you guys than sitting in an office playing kumbaya with people. Now, I often advocate for people to go into the office. Well, Anton, you're being a hypocrite. Why don't you want to go into the office if you advocate for other people to go into the office? Well, let me tell you why. Because I have multiple different things that I'm doing all at the same time, and it doesn't prevent me from getting out networking. One of the reasons why I tell you guys to go into the office is because it's an opportunity for you to be visible, And with that visibility comes other opportunities. You get to build relationships. You get to be more in front of the people's face that's ultimately going to make the decision of whether or not you go up. Often at times when you're going up in the corporate ladder, it's not about what it is that you know, it's about who you know, out of sight, out of mind, all of those type of things. And so you have to take all of that stuff into consideration. Now, considering that I'm not looking to have any more upward mobility, but I'm looking to maintain what it is that I have in corporate America, I have a decision to make. So the question that I'm asking you guys inside of the chat today is, what do you think is the right time, or when do you think is the right time for somebody to actually walk away from corporate America? How do you walk away? And again, a lot of y'all inside of the Patreon, y'all know how much I make. How much are you willing to leave on the table in order to continue to grow and have that upward mobility and not disrupt what you have going on in every other aspect of your life? Again, we don't leave no bags on the table. Now, here's the one caveat. As y'all think through this, and I'm looking at y'all inside of the chat answer the question. Here's my one caveat. Right now, they're only saying, listen, we got some people coming in from out of town, out of the country. We just want you to be available for this 1 week. Say what, Rita? It's not even a week. It is like a week. 2 to 3 days a week. It's only 5 days inside of a week. Well, but then they change their expectations after that. And so what happens is, who knows? I was probably going to be in a whole nother city at that time. Talking about leave your calendar open. What you mean leave my calendar open? And then let me tell you the one caveat on top of that. So my manager is not even in Michigan. But they are looking to actually fly into Michigan so that they can be available in person, and then we can all hug and sing kumbayas. And it's not even limited to that, because it's not like I'm going to be able to go into the office, take care of business, and then just get the hell up out of there. You know, when you in the office, they want to go to lunch. They want to spend time with each other, and I'm all for that. I am very much a people person, and I love participating in what's going on in society. But let me tell you something, baby girl. Anything that disrupts what it is that I have going on, because the other option is you guys get pre-recorded shows every day. Because, you know, I'm not going to miss missing is out of the question. We don't miss. We don't care about what anybody else got going on. That's not going to happen. So missing is out of the question. The real thing that we talking about here is inconvenience and what this turns into long term. So as of right now, I am not looking to leave corporate America. I am going to continue to bust down these bags. They pay me incredibly well, and it does not disrupt what it is that I have going on. However, I am going to give you guys the heads up. Middle to the end of June, probably closer to the end of June, we got to figure that out. So I'm going to plan it ahead of time. They did give me the heads up of the closer to the week that they're looking to have people inside of the office. So either I'm still going to be live streaming or I'm going to do pre-recorded. But either way, we don't miss, and we're going to continue to do that work. All right. So just something to think about. And the reason that I bring this up, and the reason why it's so important for me to continue to have these conversations with you guys, is because I have to be 100% transparent with my life, because that is largely what I lean into in order to give you the insight and information that you need in order to be able to make the decisions that you're going to have to make in the future, right? What point is it for me to give you advice if I'm not also being transparent with how it is that I'm making my own decisions and living my life? So I'm going to keep you guys updated. My life is largely an open book, and I'm going to continue to give you the game based off of my own lived experiences and not what it is that I see happening on the internet. So I have to make a decision. And for some reason, it doesn't seem like it's a big deal now, but I'm going to have to make a decision ultimately. I believe that decision is coming soon, of whether I want to continue to go forward in corporate America or I want to continue to go forward in my entrepreneurial endeavors as far as this content creation and the Millionaire Morning Show. I can already tell you right now, I'm never getting rid of the Millionaire Morning Show. I'm always going to be rocking out with y'all. I need you. You need me. We are a part of each other's ecosystem right now as far as how we interact with each other. And what would it be like if you didn't see me in the morning at 10:30, 10:45 every single morning, every weekday? You would feel like somebody is robbing you of your best friend. We are best friends. We cannot disrupt what it is that we've built together. We've done this together. We've trained. We've loved. We've cried. We've wept. And we're going to continue to do this work. No, I'm not live streaming at night. I am going to continue to give, it's called the Millionaire Morning Show. Morning, emphasis on morning, getting your day started off early. One of the reasons why it's so important to do it in the morning is because I get to y'all and encourage y'all and push y'all way before y'all start dealing with the fuck shit the rest of the day. Your boss gonna kick your ass, your wife gonna kick your ass, your husband is gonna be on top of you, your kids is gonna be nagging you and pushing you. You're gonna be going on all of these social media platforms and they're gonna be feeding all of this poison into your ears. You're going to get into your car and listen to some of the dumbest music that influences what you do throughout the day. So if I can get to you early enough to actually change the trajectory of how it is that you live your life by influencing you to make better decisions all throughout the day instead of reaching you when you've already made the worst decisions at night, then I'm doing my job. If I can affect you in a positive way before you ever find yourself in a bad position, and then you can have me in the back of your head saying, well, Anton said this or Anton said that, and then I force you. I'm your subconscious, and I'm forcing you to make a better decision because I'm getting to you earlier in the day. Then that's the whole goal of us doing it in the morning instead of at night. Because remember, we used to do it at night, and now we start doing it in the morning. So I got to make sure that I pour into my people. I will not abandon you. I will not let you down. We are going to continue to do what we do in the morning. And so I expect for you guys to be continuing to do that work. You get those tickets yet, babe?